Unfiltered.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of Unfiltered Podcast with Yada Nicole. I'm E.
And I'm T.
And we are Unfiltered Podcast. Welcome. Yay! Happy Black History Month.
Happy Black History.
Happy bliggity Black History Month. Fist in the air. Waving like you just don't care. Because I'm black. Anyway.
I'm black and I'm proud.
Yes, black and proud and strong and tired. And yeah, all of that. Like, I forget what, I think I sent it to you the other day. I think it was some people dancing or doing something. So the poem that the lady, I hate calling people the lady. I should have probably found out who the fuck she was. But like a few years ago at an award ceremony, she did like this really, really good poem. She's like, I'm so black. So yeah, that video. Yeah. So these guys did like a, they were dressed like Black Panthers and they did a whole dance to it. And I'm like, I love us. And then there was the other video of the Hood ice cream truck and the guys are like doing the dance and shit. And I'm like, I fucking love us. Like someone said before, if they weren't trying to kill us, our life would be lit.
I know.
Because we can make mountains out of molehills, make something out of nothing. I didn't mean mountains out of molehills. We can always make something out of nothing and make it look good and make it look effortless. Yeah. Even though we're probably crying and dying on the inside.
Exactly. That's one thing that nobody can really see is like a black person's true like sadness because we.
No. Because Lord God, if we look like what the fuck we've been through, we would look like them. Was that wasn't it? No, that's the truth. It's the truth.
We would look like them.
It's the truth because, like, I it's funny, I just went to school, and I don't know I don't look young, but I don't look old. Mm-hmm. But I look old enough that y'all should fucking know not to play with me. Like, this girl, I'm trying to help her with something, a project that we were doing. And I'm like, but, because you came to me and asked me to help you. And then I'm like, well, you need to do blah, blah, blah. I'm like, where's your whatever tool that she needed to use? And she's like, I'm going to go get it, Mom. Bitch! Mom. Bitch! Because we can't do what they do. Now, if I had said...
She's translucent?
Yeah.
I call them translucent.
That's cute. I think it's too cute for them. But if I had went for her jugular... Even if I had hit her with the hard bitch, I would have been the aggressor.
Yeah.
But then I said, you know what? Do your fucking self. And they kept it moving. Like I said, so the whole point of me even telling you that, because the bitch pissed me off. But also, Mom, it's not giving Mom. Now, you might be giving Mom. Because y'all be 25. Y'all be 25. Looking like you done been through it. Up and all through it. And like the face don't be given the age.
No.
Like y'all face, I don't know how you say it, like y'all aging in reverse. Like, the older you get, the older you're supposed to look. Not us getting older and looking younger. But y'all be the same age or younger and looking like a worn paper bag.
Leather bag. Ran through just a lot.
It'd be a lot. And y'all don't even go through the shit we go through.
No, not at all. What is that, though? Is that black don't crack? Is that genetics?
It is. It's the ancestors.
Yeah.
It's the ancestors, and I also feel like it has a lot to do with, we got a lot of shit to do. When the fuck do you ever get to sit down? Like, staying active keeps you young. So it has to be that, because we don't have time to sit still. We do not have time to sit still. There's a lady, I think, I forget her name, but she's a bodybuilder. She's like in her 90s.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yes.
She looks good.
Yes.
She looks very good.
My girl says she gets up at 4 o'clock every morning and she runs her 2 miles. Big up to you, lady. I want to be like discipline. Yeah, I don't have that discipline either. I need to find it. I'm gonna find it, y'all, because these it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Anyway, how's your week been?
My week was good. I'm glad it's over.
Why is that always a story? So see, because you can't sit down. That's why you look the way you look, because you can't sit down.
Yeah, I'm glad it's over. Nothing much to get into. It's just I'm glad it's over.
Yeah, me too. Any plans for the weekend?
I'm probably gonna go to the bins. Have you heard about? So there's bins. I thrift. Everything I own is thrifted, almost. It's Goodwill, and they have bins, and everything in it is $1.75.
You have to rummage through it.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I can't do it. When I was looking for costumes back in the day with my brother, and he's like, "Oh, we should go to." It has a pink sign. What's the name of it? It's in Cambridge.
Or Garment District.
So we went there because they do have like the new costumes and shit like they haven't been worn. And it's like they just threw the shit on the floor.
Isn't that the dollar bin or the
I don't fucking know. People crawling around on the floor.
My mom brought us there when we were younger, and I didn't understand it.
Girl, I was just like, what are they doing? And my brother's like, they're thrifting. I'm like, no, no shame to any thrifters. But if y'all are going to have people come to your store and patronize your store and they're thrifting, put the shit on the hanger. Make it look appealing. Mm-hmm. Like, not for nothing. Some people are there because they have to be. Like, don't make them feel less than, like, crawling around on the floor. Get the fuck out of here. Like, they're still human beings. Pick that shit up and put it on the fucking hangers. And wash it first.
Yeah. Believe it or not, there's a lot of younger people thrifting.
Oh, yeah.
It's a thing now. And you'd be surprised as to how many...
How much do they know? The world's going to hell.
I got this.
That's cute. I was
thrifted.
I was like, where should you get that from? I've never seen the sweatshirt one.
Yeah. This was thrifted. These were thrifted. $1.75, $1.75. My Zara jacket, $1.75.
Oh, okay. All right.
Balenci's jackets, $1.75. Like, listen. But you gotta, there's a lot of outsiders, if you know what I mean, that come in and they just be elbowing and pushing and it be a fight sometimes.
I was gonna say that's a fight waiting to happen.
It be a fight sometimes.
For $1.75, you got to get your ass whooped.
But the thing is, there's a lot of people that resell on eBay. I have 2 shops online.
Okay.
I don't resell the stuff that I thrift because I like it too much. Mm-hmm. I'll buy stuff from like Shein, I'll wear it once, and then I'll resell it. But the stuff I thrift, because the quality is a lot different.
Yeah.
Zara, there was somebody that found, I don't know if it was a Louis Vuitton or Gucci, but it was a label purse way at the bottom of the bins. Wow. She found it, she picked it up, she looked at it, she did her comparison, she did the barcode, she did her thing, and you can definitely come up a couple hundred.
My daughter found, I don't know all these designer people. I'm like in between the thrifting and the spending, the name brands. I'm in between. I used to say Target. I thought Target was bougie, but now fuck you, Target.
Oh.
But she found some name brand somebody's shoes. She's like, these shoes are usually $1,500. She's like, they're $200. To me, that's still too much. But yeah, but I'm like, but then again, I don't know if she is thrifting and consignment the same thing.
No,
I didn't think so.
Consignment, I mean, consignment. That's like the bougie thrifting. That's like
that's her.
The high end. Did she go to Buffalo?
Yeah, Buffalo. Some places like out in Brookline.
Buffalo.
Yeah.
Buffalo Exchange.
Or Brighton. I don't know. I always get the 2 B's mixed up. One or the other.
Yeah. I used to go there. Well, I went there a few times, and it's just financially it doesn't make sense because it's damn near full price. But it's
and and that part sucks. It's like the thrifting. People are probably just like, here, take these clothes. Or they're probably just selling the clothes in bulk or whatever, for whatever price, which is whatever. But the other place, like the consignment shit, is like, I'm giving you my Gucci purse, or y'all probably buying it from me for about $300, but you're probably selling it to someone else for like $600. Like, if that's the fucking, like, you're not helping anybody, for real. You know what I mean? Like, it's about, like, you're making a profit off it, where the other place is kind of like, we need these clothes for people who need them. Okay, so that's the difference. I have my lesson on thrifting and consignment, and I honestly don't have the patience to do either one. I don't even like going in the stores anymore. It's so fucking annoying. Like, I'll pick up stuff and I'm like, oh, this is cute. And then I walk around and I'm putting it where it doesn't even belong, because I'm not buying this fucking shit. I am an Amazon girl. Put my shit in the mail and send it to me. If I don't like it, I try it on right then and there and send it the fuck back, and y'all give me back my money. I'm a shoe girl. Love shoes. But going into places like DSW, as soon as I walk in, I get instantly, like, my anxiety is through the roof. Like, I'm not fucking doing this shit. I'm not doing this shit, like, going up and down, up and down, up and down, out. It's so fucking annoying.
I get overstimulated.
Yes.
Because there's so much to look at.
It is. It is not even necessary. A lot of the shit is like if your name was Maud. Anyway, so you said you're going thrifting.
Maybe. I probably shouldn't, but you gotta go. Fed, you have to use the bathroom, because you can't use the bathroom there. There's no bathroom. You gotta be in comfortable clothes, and you gotta be ready to go. Me and my sister will be in there. I think the most we were in there maybe 4 hours, 4.5 hours, because they swap out the bins, and then it's just like, you don't know what's in that bin, so you're like,
That's like on work. That's a half a work shift.
I mean, it's worth it. I'm not gonna spend full price on Zara. I love Zara.
Yeah.
It's expensive. My nephew will. He has a pair of jeans that he spent, I think, over $100 for.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
No.
I'm not doing that. I get mad if my jeans are more than $19.99.
And I don't go to like Walmart. I do everything from home.
Yeah.
I have everything delivered.
Yeah. I told you, even though fuck you too, Jeff Bezos. But Amazon is like, that's my place. I'm not going to Target. I'm not going to Walmart. I'm not going outside my house. But yeah, I'll stick with my Amazon people.
Big up Amazon.
Kind of sort of. Fuck you sideways. I guess. Did you see in today's news, Mitch McConnell, age 82, fell down the stairs while going to elect voting for a Trumpette. That's what I'm going to call them, not Trumpettes, because I'm not going to give you that energy to say your full name with that respect. Fuck you. He fell down the stairs. Did you hear? It's not funny when people fall.
That shit is very funny.
It's not funny when people fall, because people get hurt.
No.
However, it's funny that you're 82 and you're going up the stairs to vote for someone in Trump's cabinet. So that's someone that's in Trump's cabinet. So that means that you support the, women's rights being taken away. You support human rights being taken away. You're all for, sending people, deporting people, like for the mass deportations. You're all for any kind of injustice that this Trump pet person upholds, including DEI, which also covers the American with Disabilities Act, which those are the people who put the ramps in. They put the ADA units. They make sure that people who need access to public places or even at homes, apartments, and things like that, that they can get access to it. And now you fell. And you may very well need some of these ADA ramps and banisters and bathroom stalls. Shit, you're 82. You might end up in a wheelchair. I just think that's so ironic. Because all the things that you're now probably going to need, you're voting against. Have you ever seen that picture? I think we said this before, of the dog trying to get after the eagle. He's jumping off of the cliff to get the eagle, and it's like, you trying to hurt me, but you hurting you. Like, that's exactly what you people are doing. The hate runs so deep that you would even hurt yourself in order to hurt me, you, your kids, someone with disabilities, someone from the LGBTQ community.
You fell. I'm a big laugher at people that fall. I'm sorry.
See that. She's so evil.
I laugh at myself when I fall, so.
I'm sorry, I'm at the age where falling is not fucking funny. Falling is not funny. It could be a detriment to your health, Mitch.
I fell a few weeks ago. I was in my room. I'm listening to music. Now, when I have my AirPods on, don't fuck with me. Don't ask me nothing. I'm in here. And I don't know what song it was, but Marley was on the bed. She's on her phone. And I started dancing in my bathrobe. And I twirled the bathrobe up. And for some reason...
Swept your feet.
It did!
That's what you get. That's what you get.
My camera in my room didn't catch me falling. It caught the boom and then the laugh and then Marley saying, "Mom, really?"
Oh my God. I would have been pissed. I would have got an instant fucking attitude. It would have been bedtime at 4 o'clock. Everybody's going to fucking bed. The dogs, the cat, the kids, everybody's going to bed.
Oh gosh.
Maybe after I cooled down a few hours later, then it might have been funny. But in the fucking moment, bitch, I could have broke my head.
I get mad. Like, why am I on the floor? I'm way too old for that. Like,
apparently not. So
don't fall, anybody.
Don't be in your room fanning and fanning with your goddamn robe around and shit, ignoring the kids with your headphones on, trying to dance and bust your ass. One of them little dogs could have got hurt.
They were in the cage. I think I was like trying to vogue and like pretend like I was.
Remember that commercial? I've fallen and I can't get up. It's not funny. It's not funny when old people fall, except for Mitch McConnell.
At one point, I thought I wanted a life alert thing because
you fall that much.
No, because of my anxiety and like I need help immediately.
I never knew what those things did. Like the things, it just used to be a silver like bracelet. What the fuck? How is that going to save your life?
Isn't there? I think there's a button on the side of it.
There was never a button on them. It was literally just like a little plate with a chain to go around your wrist. I think it had a phone number on it to call. Damn, we were living in some dark times. No, think about it, right? I'm a little high, y'all. Y'all know when I get high. Okay? We used to have not us, because we were young when Life Alert was a thing. Mm-hmm. They had the little bracelet, mm-hmm. which was just a metal placard on your wrist. They had a phone number on it, right? For people to call. I don't know why people couldn't just call 911, but okay, whatever. But also, I think maybe it had like a serial number or some shit on it so they can know what your problems are. Like you had underlying issues aside from just falling. Like your medical record type shit, like how your phone has now. Mm-hmm. So you had that. It had a phone number on for people to call. Mm-hmm. People had to go and find a payphone to call to save your life. Some of y'all young folks probably don't know what the fuck a payphone is. Oh. It's a phone that you would find outside on a post that actually had like a receiver that you actually would talk into, and you would like sounds would come out and come into your ear into your brain. And
there were actual buttons that you had to press.
Yes, there were buttons that you had to press. And the Zoom, it would go and would call somebody. Kind of like your phones now, but it had a cord. Mm-hmm. And you had to pay for it. Mm-hmm. Like, if you didn't have quarters, you were shit out of luck. Or the person with the Life Alert was shit out of luck. Now, I'm going to show my age. I'm going to take it back.
Okay.
Phones used to be a dime. To make a phone call used to be a dime.
Okay.
Don't act like you remember, because you wasn't even there.
No,
you wasn't even there.
It was 25 cents.
No, it used to be a dime. This is
before that.
Like I said, I'm aging myself. It used to be a dime and there were no buttons. It was a rotary phone.
Oh, I thought.
No, the fuck you didn't. I am not that old. No, the fuck you didn't. Not the one you got. It's like tap, tap, tap. Operator. No. Fuck you, T. Anyways, how did we even start talking about the fucking phone? People falling.
Life alert.
People falling. Anyway. Tuesday, I'm going to see YNB. We had YNB on here 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
About 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks, something like that. She's a Boston-based music artist, and she is doing a show, or being, what would you call it? Featured on a show at Boston Restaurant on River Street? On River Street in Hyde Park on Tuesday at 7 p.m.
7 p.m. Doors open at 6.
Doors open at 6. So it's a music, networking, and entertainment event. And we're going to go and check her out. So if you guys are in the neighborhood, y'all come down and support and check her out as well. And we will be there. I'm sure the podcast is going to be there.
We will be there.
That's kind of like a big thing. I have to wear a sweatshirt or hoodie or something like that with the logo on it. And if y'all want to buy a merch, y'all want a sweatshirt or a hoodie or a mug, like what we normally be drinking out of. But I'm trying not to drink anymore. Any much. Come on down. Or if you want to buy our merch, you could check us out on our link tree. We will put the link tree information there, and we'll also put her handle here for her personal social media and my personal social media stuff. Okay. Yeah. I'm a little excited. I hope it's not shitty outside though.
It's been crazy.
Yeah.
The weather's been really crazy. I didn't even know it snowed. Not yesterday, but a couple of days before that.
Yeah, that was nothing. No little punk ass snow.
Yeah.
But this one was just more nasty, more slushy than anything. But like then today it was like 30-something degrees.
It's nice out. Well, not nice, but
it was decent. Like you didn't have to have like be bundled up and shit. So that was just what melted a little bit of the snow. And I could actually have my hoodie off, you know. What did I do today? I had a massage today. I went and did some self-care.
How'd you like it?
It was good. It was good. My daughter got it for me for my birthday, and then with everything, all the craziness last week, and then this week I was in school, so I didn't get to do it on my birthday. So I went and did it today out in Newton. So I'm like, I'm not gonna lie to you. At first I didn't want to go because I'm like, I don't want Rebecca giving me no fucking massage. Not in these days and times. We might be fighting up in there. But and also I just like I've been to. I don't want y'all to think I'm racist because I'm not. Because I don't have the power structure to be racist. But my experience with people of color as massage therapists compared to not translucent people is way different. Like I've gone to like and this was a big bitch. Like she looked like she used to wrestle, you know, back in wherever she's from. But she was a translucent person. And then when I tell you she's giving me a massage, she's like you have cats. If you have a cat, like this, like bitch, what the fuck are you doing? Like I work in construction. You got to get in there. Whereas when I go, like I have a woman in Milton, and she be in there. We don't talk. She knows exactly what she's supposed to do, and she does it. I have the Asian women, and you got to go to the one in Braintree Mall as well. When I tell you, with face down, and of course, you know, you kind of get familiar familiarized with, okay, these are the fingers, and okay, that's the thumb, and now she's doing this with her knuckle.
Yep.
It's her elbow. At one point, I was like, you got your feet in my back? She was like, yeah. I'm like, okay, but she did what had to be done. This girl today, like I said, my daughter sent me out to her. So again, it's in Newton, which is predominantly white, maybe a little bit of, Greeks, but they kind of think they're white too, but whatever. So I'm thinking this is going to be Rebecca. So I'm kind of, I don't fucking want to go here, but if I don't go, that would be rude. And she already had to reschedule for me. I was like, oh, let me go out here. And I go into, like, it's a beautiful suite where, like, they had at least 100 different small businesses, like little rooms or whatever. So I'm going in there, I'm like, I'm going to fuck with Rebecca right now. Like, she don't even have to do the whole hour. She can just give me through 15 minutes, 20 minutes and let me go the fuck home, just so I could tell Isis, hey, yeah, I enjoyed it, thank you. But when I got there, I was pleasantly surprised. She was black, or blackish. She was very, very fair skinned, but she has eaten some soul food before. she was black, because we got to talk and I've never had a massage where we talk. Usually I don't want to talk. We vibe. We were talking, and the massage was excellent. So I'm gonna shout her out, Natasha. Sorry. 1 second. Let me get her Instagram up right directly, because she is now following us on our page, and she's actually considering coming on. I know, and I don't think that I have it here.
That's exciting.
It is. Like, I felt good talking to her about, just whatever, and I just happened to say, she's like, well, what do you have to do for the rest of the day? You gonna get some rest? And I'm like, no, I have to go home and edit a podcast. She's like, you have a podcast? And like, I felt, again, back to the imposter syndrome episode that we did. Like, I was like, yeah, girl, I got a podcast. I was like, we try to highlight black businesses and blah, blah, blah. And we started talking about that. And then she was like, I would love to come on. Well, girl, come on. So, anyway, her name is Natasha & Co. And she is in Newton on California Street. I'll put her information down, or you can just follow her Instagram at by Natasha & Co. I'm not going to spell it for you because y'all are not illiterate. So I did that today, and that was good. And then I came home and edited the podcast, like I said. And yeah, now we're here. We're here.
I don't know how to enjoy massages. I tense up and it hurts. It hurts.
You gotta go. Well, I don't have to go high, but maybe you should go high.
I went in Florida on vacation, and me and my ex, we went to this Brazilian spot, and it was nice. Like, we had dates, and we was in these big giant chairs, and they washed us up from head to toe. That was nice. That I liked.
Is it anything like how the Jamaican niggas be doing when the bitches get on the raft and they got the soap and they're going down there?
Oh yeah.
It's like that? No way.
It was like that.
No ma'am.
We had I think we had like these mesh underwear garments. Like, we weren't exposed all the way.
I don't give a fuck.
It was nice.
I've heard of people getting fingered and all kind of bullshit. Like, I didn't pay for this. No, we're not doing that. I just, and also, I don't know, like, I can bathe myself. Like, I'm not a child.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do it. I couldn't do it.
But
anyway, go ahead.
It was an experience, but the massage part,
you just have somebody wash your pussy, but you can't have the
No.
Oh my God.
No.
It's
not relaxing to me. I don't like being touched.
But you just let them wash your body.
But it was like a different. They had the hose and the sponge. It wasn't like full hands-on body touching. But the massage part, like, we were completely naked, and I was just like not comfortable. And even when I'm in a relationship and I get the little massage thing, it's just like I tense up. And it ends up hurting because I'm tense.
You know what she did tell me today? Because we were talking about people who do the body cavitation. Have you ever, like, with a wood roller in there, like, it's supposed to, like, get rid of the toxins. As she said, fat is a toxin. It's supposed to help you to break down the fat so that you can flush out those toxins. But she did say that there are a lot of people out here who are not certified to do that because I guess you don't necessarily have to be certified for real, or some kind of law. I don't know. Go get a massage from her and she'll explain to you. But that because you don't have to be certified, you could just do it. Like I could teach you to do it if I went and learned somewhere or got some kind of certificate. Like you can be certified. You don't have to be licensed. Sorry, that's what she said. So with that, she said even as a massage therapist, you have to know which way to move the toxins, because if you move them the wrong way and you're pushing them back into the bloodstream, you can make somebody really, really sick. I never fucking knew that. Because she said your lymph, like you're supposed to push the toxins towards the lymph so that it can come out, and you have a lymph. And that was crazy. I said, so these bitches is out here just pushing your doo-doo and pushing everything else all around, whichever kind of fucking way, because somebody certified them in their basement. Like, and then the eyelash thing that she told me about, she's an esthetician, she told me about how, like, you're supposed to, when you get those extensions, like the ones that, Mingli and them do, that you're supposed to wash those every day. Like have a little brush. Yeah, you didn't know that, right? Because we wear strips. I don't know. But she said you get mites under your eyelashes at night. They come around and like thousands of them and dance on your face while you're sleeping.
See, I don't need that because I already have an irrational fear. I can't sleep with. I have to sleep with stuff on because I'm scared that bugs are gonna crawl in me and like.
Some ambitious bugs.
But for real, like.
Yeah, that's what she was telling me. She was like, that's why she's like, I stopped wearing the extensions a long time ago. She was like, I just do the strips. I can take them off, wash my eyes, wash my face. And she was like, and you should be changing your pillowcases every other day because of all the bacteria and whatever, like the germs that like be all over your face. She's like, that's why a lot of people stay sick because they don't change their pillowcases that often. That's crazy.
Interesting.
Then aren't you an esthetician or
cosmetologist? Retired.
What's the difference?
Cosmetology is hair, nails, skin.
Okay.
That's about it.
Okay. And an esthetician is like more like
skin dermatology.
Eyes,
yeah.
Okay. And I guess now body cavitation or whatever.
Well, I mean, I would love a lymphatic.
Me too, but you don't like people touching you.
I know. I don't know how. So, since we're talking about that, I had a consultation.
For what?
To have my fat moved, and of course with the recovery.
She don't even have no fat.
With the recovery, with that, you have to have a lymphatic massage and move the stuff. But I would just prefer to have the fat moved from here to back here. And
like obnoxiously back there?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not. I mean, I don't have a big ass at all. I just would like it shapen.
Okay. Because some of the ass is just ridiculous.
I would never get a BBL.
It is just ridiculous. Like I've gained weight, and when I am not this size, I don't have a butt at all. So now that I'm this size, there's a bump back there and it hurts my fucking back. So I don't even see, no, seriously, I have to do fucking child pose every night before I go to bed because my back, it hurts that fucking bad. I'll be standing in a line or some shit, my back start hurting, I'm swaying back and forth. So, and that's somebody who doesn't even have like a huge ass. So I couldn't imagine going and it's like, yeah, give me 50 cc's or give it, whatever the fuck it is, put 2 milk jugs on both sides. Like, so I couldn't even imagine having a big obnoxious ass. Mm-mm. My sister has she's lost a lot of weight now, but she has a big butt. Like one of those butts that when you pull your belt, it looks like a potato sack because her waist was so small and her butt was so big. Like, it's just obnoxious. Like, and I can't stand to see someone with a huge ass in a dress, a short dress, and the back of the dress is up like this and the front of it's down. Like, that looks so funky. That looks like the mammy from fucking Tom and Jerry.
I don't know. I think the whole free will thing with women being able to customize your body however you want, some people do it to the extreme. I would use what I got and move it around and then, you know, maintain it that way. But it's expensive.
I don't think I could do it.
Really?
I've never had surgery in my life, except when I had to have an emergency C-section.
Mm-hmm.
And even that, like the healing process from that was like, you know, I feel like I'm Superwoman. And, you know, you need help to go to the bathroom? No, bitch, get out. Because, you know, and I'm like, I got it myself. I went to the bathroom. I made it down. Getting up was a totally different thing. Because in my mind, I'm like, this was when I was working out. I was like, I got abs and still, like, I work out. No, bitch, they cut your shit open. And you cannot function. Like, I couldn't even hold my daughter. You know, and I didn't realize it, so I couldn't imagine voluntarily, hey, can you open this butt cheek and stick something in it? And then the healing?
Yeah. I thought about it. I had a consultation. It was like $4,000, $5,000. You know, it's, so there's another procedure. It's like cool sculpting where it's non-invasive, and then there's different things
so
to
much
do.
Shit out
there is, but if I went that route, you know.
Do you think that works? Just freezing your fat, and it's supposed to fall off?
I don't know.
Pee it out, poop it out.
I don't know where it goes. Like, it's just a machine that.
It's so weird to me because it's like it's cold as fuck outside. Why we don't ever freeze fat off when we're outside? But then again, you know we kind of do. Condensation, like when you see your breath and stuff. So that's kind of like, yeah.
Shit, I need to be outside.
Girl.
Sucking dick in the air.
Oh my God. Did you ever see the guy, I'll send it to you, but he's a comedian. He was talking about people who have to sleep with like a CPAP machine on. And Joe.
Oh man,
Joe
he's funny.
He's so funny. He was talking about the guy.
Funny.
He's like, you know, you should wear your CPAP mask at night because imagine what your wife is looking over at. You're sleeping like, looking like you're fucking sucking ghost dick.
My boy, I was hanging out with a friend of mine and he put that on. I'm like, I'm not into stand-up comedy.
I love stand-up.
It's just, I don't laugh, so it's awkward. If we were to be watching it and I'm not laughing, I don't just.
Yeah, I would think you were a serial killer.
I don't laugh.
But you laugh at old people falling.
Hell yeah, that's comedy.
She's sick, y'all. Joe Coy funny, old people not funny. Old people falling not funny, unless it's me.
But yeah, he's definitely somebody I would watch again.
So with the fat freezing, you gotta keep going back.
I think it's like 4 sessions.
That's it? Oh, okay. How much is each session?
That part, I don't even know. I don't think it's realistic. I think the idea and the concept makes sense, but I don't think it's realistic.
Yeah, they used to
freeze
have
fat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you burn fat. I've never heard freezing fat.
Do you like just?
Or maybe it's just like how the girl said. Maybe it's just the exterior layer of fat or whatever. Like that might be like the toxic part, and maybe you pee it out. Or I don't know. How do you feel about Ozempic?
If I could, I would.
Really?
If I could. So this, it may not look like much, but for me, it's a lot.
I get that.
I'm 5'7". I grew up modeling, so you have to be a certain way consistently. I did runway. I did prints, like layouts and things like that. So I've always been between 120 and 135. My max, 135. Now, I don't even want to say what I am now, but I'm a big bitch for myself. And I have boobs and I have thighs, and I don't know how to be comfortable with myself. Yeah. I don't know what to wear. I wear oversized clothes because I don't want to show
I find
too much.
That doesn't work.
Really?
The oversized clothes, now I look even fucking bigger. I look bigger. Last week, when we were recording, like, I walked in front of the camera, and I'm like, who's fucking ass is that? I was like, that's ass for days. Like, it's disgusting. I felt like a fucking farmer because the fucking pockets of my jeans was like at two different extremes. But so I get it about like not feeling comfortable in your body, not knowing what the fuck to wear. That's probably why I got this spandexy bullshit on right now. But I don't think so the big clothes look good on you because you're taller than me. You're only 5'7". You're not only 5'7", because I'm 5'6.5".
I'm 5'7.5".
You look really taller. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way your frame is, but you look taller than me. But the baggy looks good on you. Like you hide whatever you're trying to hide well. Like it just looks like a skinny chick with baggy clothes, whereas like I look like a big bitch with bigger clothes. Like,
if I would, I definitely could. And my doctor, she's been with me on my weight journey. When I was depressed and I was 119, she was like, "You are one sickness away from dying."
Wow.
And she was afraid, like if I got COVID or if I got a flu or anything, that was just gonna take me out because I was so thin and so frail and my blood count was so low. Like it was bad. The pictures are online, but they were bad. And now to be fluffier, it's like, give me the drugs.
Is she worried about the fluffiness? Or
no, she's like, no.
Thinks it's good.
So with BMIs, you have to have a certain BMI. You have to fit a certain criteria. And I push these drugs with my job. So you have to have certain criteria to fit. You have to have blood work, blah, 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 blah. And I didn't fit the criteria because I'm not diabetic and I'm not pre-diabetic. So you have to be pre-diabetic. You have to have the blood work showing your blood count, saying that, oh, all right, well, she needs this. You can't just like go and get it. Now the insurance companies are like, yeah, no.
Okay, I'm gonna have to have you hook me up some Ozempic.
But there's more than Ozempic. There's Ozempic, Zepbound, Wegovy. Those are the three top ones.
How a lot of these bitches getting this? Because there's a lot of people who are on this shit, and I know that they don't have the proper criteria.
Well, my daughter, my oldest, she was on Wegovy for a month. Now she's chesty, and it was giving her back problems. That's why she decided she didn't want to do the surgery route.
Yeah.
So she did the shot route. She got approved, which, lucky you. But she lost a lot of weight in a month. You have to do it every week, do the shots.
Did she get sick?
She was very sick, like almost like morning sickness symptoms.
Oh, no, fuck
nauseous, dizzy, can't really eat. Like her appetite was gone. She couldn't drink coffee for one. But she dropped down real quick, and she's not on it anymore.
I definitely wouldn't want to do that, because you see people that drop the weight too quick and then their skin is baggy. And a lot of like lost muscle mass.
Yeah.
But you know what gets me? Yeah, we talked about this earlier. The Ozempic bitches that now all of a sudden have hit their goal weight and now DM me for personal training, or they're selling fucking. There was a bitch, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that I had bought one of her ebooks or whatever. When I tell you, first of all, she did look good, but you knew that she had surgery or she had Ozempic, and now because you looked at some fucking old Billy Blank's fucking videos, some shit. Now all of a sudden,
the bald guy,
yeah,
the black bald guy?
Yeah. You know, now all of a sudden she's a fucking personal trainer and she's selling fucking ebooks. So when I buy the fucking ebook, when I tell you, and if I can't remember your name because it was some years ago. I was being lazy, y'all, because I totally know how to do what the fuck I need to do. I just ain't been doing it. If I remember your fucking name, I'm gonna shout your fucking ass out, because I buy the ebook for, I think it was like $15 or some shit like that. It's not a lot, but still, it was too much money for you to send me a fucking what are them things? The fucking Apple Notes. You know, you go on your fucking phone and you open a little notepad shit. Mm-hmm. That's what the fuck it was. A notepad with like 4 exercises on it. I was like, you funky bitch. Like, I hope you gain back all your fucking weight. Out here scamming people. But it's like, it is hard because, again, like I said, I know what I should be doing because that was my business, you know, at one time in my life. It's hard to lose the weight, but it's also harder to stay the same or stay this weight or feel uncomfortable in your body. So it's like you got to choose your heart, you know. And for people who maybe like can't do it, I don't even know what that would, like, who you put in that category of like can't do it naturally, or, you know, if you need a little bit of help, that's fine. And I'm totally not opposed to anybody, you know, whatever route you want to go to get what you got to get. But don't go on here start fucking frauding people talking about, I'm a personal trainer. No, you're not. You're a fucking pill popper, or you're a shooter shotter, whatever the fuck it is. Like, stop fucking, like, just lose your weight and be happy and become an Instagram model or some shit. Yeah. Stop lying to people talking about you a fucking personal trainer. But the ones who really did work at it and you are personal trainers, or you even had a personal trainer, or just fuck it. You're just like, you know what, I went and got it on my own. Big up yourself. You didn't have to go in here and fucking defraud people like the government's doing to us. Anyway.
We getting raped left and right, so let's... I said, we're getting raped left and right, so...
Yeah. It's a lot of butt fucking going on. And I for one am not enjoying it.
Nope.
I am not. Like, I was reading something, I sent it to my daughter, something about like 3 things you should do just in case there was a government shutdown. And one of them was to like freeze your credit. Like if you want to buy a house or something in the future, you can unfreeze it at that time, but as of right now, freeze it. And another one has something to do with banks, with your money or some shit like that. Or take a screenshot of your credit as well, and take a screenshot of your bank balances. Like stay on top of like a daily kind of thing. Mm-hmm. My daughter's like, I'm just gonna take all my money off the bank and fucking put it in a sock. This is for real. Like, I feel like we're gonna wake up one morning and we're gonna like be living in one of those shacks, like what, you know, like what our great grandparents used to live in, and fucking be washing our clothes in the basement and shit, singing, you know, and going to church and every Sunday with the big hats on, hoping that the storm, the tumbleweed don't come through, you know. Anywho, enough about butt fucking. You had, I don't even know how to approach this. Okay. All right. Boundaries.
Yep. How do you feel about boundaries in relationships? Like, if you're with someone and let's say you have trauma sexually, like you were molested or you were raped or anything traumatic happened to you, what are the boundaries in your relationship to make sure that you're being respected and you're being heard and you're not being taken advantage of?
That's an example. A lot. So you asked me 2 questions or 3 questions, whatever. But you asked, do I believe in boundaries in a relationship? Of course. I think that you have to have boundaries in your, not even just your romantic relationship, every relationship. Because if you don't, then you're going to probably be taken advantage of, whether it be intentionally or not intentionally. Mm-hmm. But I think you will start to accept shit that you know you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Just for fuck's sake of saying, of keeping the peace, or, or whatever the case might be. Or maybe not even just the peace. Maybe you're just that type, like you grew up and you didn't know about boundaries. You have been violated. So you, in some kind of way, sexually or otherwise, where you don't know yet to speak up for yourself. Mm-hmm. You know, you might have been groomed to go along to get along, you know. As far as setting boundaries in your relationship, romantic relationship, we're talking about sexual relationship. I think that the boundaries would differ per person. Meaning, like, what you might not tolerate, I might, and vice versa. So I think it's you know, on an individual basis. But I definitely think that there should be boundaries. How you go about setting those boundaries, I think that maybe one of the first steps would be knowing yourself
Mm-hmm.
and respecting and loving and honoring yourself enough to know that you should even set boundaries. You know, what am I going to tolerate? What am I not going to tolerate? But I also feel like there's like your majors, like don't rear view me, whatever it looks like. Don't hit me. Don't touch me without my permission.
Mm-hmm.
If I tell you I don't like certain things, then don't do those certain things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think those are like the majors, are like the ones that stand out the most, like the most prominent. Like those would be the ones that you probably set in the beginning of the relationship. Now, as far as others, I think that setting those boundaries could be an ongoing thing, because again, the same as like with triggers, I don't know what triggers me until I'm triggered.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like you might do something to me that crosses a boundary, but I don't know that
it's a boundary.
Like, it's not in my frontal lobe that that was a boundary. It wasn't a boundary yesterday because I didn't know that you could do something like that or whatever, or that's something that you're into. And then you set that boundary with that person. Now, as far as them respecting your boundaries, that's the bigger question. Because you can set as many boundaries as you want, which I think you definitely should with everything. But that's why we shouldn't have these, you know, shake and stir relationships where it's like, hey, I like you, you like me, we're attracted to each other, and we have, you know, good phone sex or good whatever, and now boom, that's my girlfriend, ooh, that's my boyfriend. Because we haven't had those conversations. We don't fucking know each other for real. You know? So I think you need to have those conversations, especially at this big age what we're at. Like, I don't like this, don't do that. No, I don't want your finger on my ass. You know, I'm not putting mine in yours. You know, things like that. But, I forgot what I said, what I was saying, but because I'm a little high. But anyway, I was on a roll for a minute.
You were saying about your boundaries being triggered.
Yeah, you don't know what they are until it actually happens, and you need to have these conversations before you get into a relationship. Now, okay, that's what I was saying. So the real question is, it's like, okay, I've set all these boundaries, we have a contract, whatever, however the fuck it looks like that you set your boundaries. The bigger question is, when that person violates those boundaries or crosses those lines, what are you going to do? Because you just set. But if you're not ready to take action after those boundaries are crossed, what was the fucking point of setting them?
Yeah.
You know, and how far are you willing to let shit ride?
I think it depends on what it is. If it's something that's like, okay, I can deal with this. Let's have a conversation so that this doesn't happen again. But if my biggest fuck no is fucked up, then I can't fuck with you. Like, we're good. And it's not just relationships. This is people. I've cut so many people off. Not because of my boundaries being messed up, but I felt like you were going to try to interrupt my life in a way that might fuck up my boundaries. Meaning, I had a best friend, really close best friend, and this person just was so fixed on just poking the bear. And for me, I'm reactive when you keep poking at me. And because this person knew what that did to me, she would do it a lot. And I would tell her, listen, it's too much. I'm going to need you to stop. We've been rocking for this long. I'm going to need you to stop. And the more it just became that, it was just like, all right, I can't fuck with you. Even though we have this history, I can't. I cannot. And I learned how to set boundaries later in life.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't know what boundaries were, so I let a lot of shit just happen, just because. And
I think some of that, sorry not to cut you off, I think some of that comes from the way you're raised. Like I was just telling somebody today, the massage girl, Natasha, let me stop calling her Natasha and Co. That, you know, that the way we were raised, like I still see it with some of my family members. Like my 8-year-old will be around family, around whoever, or one of their a family friend or whatever. And they're like, oh hi Nene, and then she'll like come and hide behind me, and they'll say some shit like, oh don't be mean, go give so and so, go give auntie so and so a hug. So I think that the way we grew up was like, I don't want to hug this person, I don't want to kiss this person. Why are you making me? So our boundaries were wiped out when we were younger. So it's like now that we're older, it's like a what? A what? A boundary. Yeah. What is that? Yeah. But kudos to you for setting boundaries and not letting people cross them. But now the question for me is, or to you, is how. Okay. So I'm in a new relationship. Newish. And it's like, I have certain triggers, she has certain triggers, she has certain boundaries, I have certain boundaries. But again, we're having these conversations, we're knowing each other, we're feeling each other out. Where in the relationship, or how long do you, I don't want to say let shit ride, but like, let's say, I don't want to be as so hyper vigilant over my boundaries because I've, been violated from my past, or I've allowed people to enter my space and fuck shit up. That everything she does, I'm jumping on like, you're not gonna treat me like that. You're not gonna do this, because again, we're knowing each other, and again, she's not gonna know what triggers me or what boundary that that you just crossed until you crossed it. So it's like, I can't just jump up and be like, you're just like so-and-so, and I'm just, it's done. So it's like, you have to, yes, be vigilant over your space, be vigilant over your boundaries, your heart, and everything that makes you, that keeps you together. However, don't be hyper vigilant that, oh my God, this bitch is chewing with her fucking mouth open. It's over. We can break up if you want. So you can't be too hyper vigilant and like potentially push a good person away. Yeah. Now I would say, again, like your friend, if I tell you I don't like this on Monday, here it comes. Tuesday, you're doing the same shit again. Hey, we just had this conversation. Wednesday, bitch, now you're fucking with me. You think I'm pussy. Stop playing with me. So it's like, now we gotta break up. So it's like, I would say that when you are setting these boundaries, also take into consideration that this person may not know that they're crossing that boundary until it's already crossed. And it's like, hey, bitch, it's line.
I let it be known now. Yeah, I let it be known from jump. You want to get to know me, you're going to have to understand these things. And they're not pretty. And it could be a lot to someone. But I'm letting... If you want to get to know me, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, this is what I've been through. Take it or leave it. And I come with baggage. Not just my kids and my 3 dogs and my cat. Like, I come with a lot of emotional shit that not everybody can deal with. So my boundaries are up front. And whereas before, I think I masked a lot just to please the person or... whoever, whatever type of relationship I was getting into, and I conformed myself for that person.
Yeah, I think we all do.
And I allowed my boundaries to just not exist, just to keep the person happy. Now, not even with my family, like, I had to set boundaries.
Oh, family's the biggest offenders.
There's no space with families, I think, and
especially if you are like, depending on where your age falls in. Because I know, like, my mom had 3 kids. Both of them are now deceased. But it's like, there's my brother. He passed away before I was born. Then there's my sister, my older sister. She's now deceased. But like, I grew up under my sister. And then as I became an adult, like, I was always the go along, get along. You know what I mean? My boundaries were stripped from me from when I was young. And I was just like the sweet kid. I just, I'm not going to talk back. I'm not going to be disrespectful. I'm not going to stand up for myself, And I remember, like, my sister had, my sister died from chronic alcoholism, but she You know, she was the rebel. She was the, I'm smoking, I'm gonna drink, I'm going out, I'm doing whatever. I got this one coming over, I'm doing. She wasn't like. She had her demons. Let me put it in a nice way. She had her demons, but she wasn't the good kid. I guess I was the good one. Again, the one who's not gonna talk back. The one who's like the doting mom. And and I remember my mom like trying to check me one time about my daughter, and I think that was the first time I ever stood up for my mother to my mother. But even with that, I didn't do it. Like, I think I wrote her a letter. It was like, I'm the good one. And then I remember asking her, like, to her face, I'm like, do you trust me? And she's like, yeah, what do you mean? I said, because you talk to me about my parenting like I'm the bad one. Like, not for nothing. And I've been there for my kids right through. And it's like you talking to me like, I don't know what I'm doing. You need to go talk to her. You need to go talk to them. Because, I don't even know why the hell I started that story, but because I think that depending on where you fall in with your family, like I'm pretty sure that your older sister she probably has her own issues or probably has her own recollection of growing up under you guys as parents, and her story is different than yours. But you being the younger one, it's kind of like
I'm the middle child, so. It was different for me. Yeah. I wasn't old enough to hang out with her, and I wasn't young enough to hang out with my younger sister. So I was just kind of there. Yeah, because they were both in their...
And again, with where you fall in the family line, it's like the oldest one is the oldest one, so it's like she's the responsible one, and you're the middle child. It's like, before the next one comes, like, you're the baby, but now the baby came in and booted you out, so it's kind of like you're just floating in the air, like, who the fuck am I? Where do I fit in?
That's exactly what it is. Middle child syndrome. I didn't stick up for myself. And the first time I did it with my mom, I felt like the Incredible Hulk. I think I blacked out mentally. Because enough is enough when you're actively working on yourself. You start to see things different. You start to see how people treat you differently, and what you're going to accept and what you're not going to accept. And I think with family, when you're the only one working on yourself and you see your family still on the fuck shit, and you decide, hey, don't fuck with me if you're going to be on that fuck shit, because this is exactly what it is. I don't like it. Keep that over there. Some family members don't respect that, and they still kind of tap dance all over, like, oh, well.
Like you said, poking the bear. And like, what do you mean? Yeah. We used to always do X, Y, and Z. It's like, well, not anymore.
Things have changed.
Well, good for you.
And you got to grow up. And for me, lifting the veil off of the family shit, that was difficult.
Girl, I'm still working on that.
That was very difficult. I'm in therapy now still.
Yeah.
Trying to figure it out.
I'm still working on that. It's like trying to be a parent and get your mental together while you're still being a parent. And trying to help them keep their mental together is something to be said within itself. I just hope that I'm not the type of parent that my kids have to go to therapy behind. Like, no, seriously. Seriously. Like, I think we all have a pretty good relationship. Where we can talk, like you've been here with my daughters, like we can talk openly and freely and, respectfully, and I give them the space where they can say whatever's on their mind without, like, feeling like they're being shamed or like, oh, I can't say that because X, Y, and Z. So I'm hoping, and we didn't have that growing up. It's like, you don't know how to have feelings, you can't have boundaries, you can't, so I hope that my kids don't have to go to therapy because of some shit that I did,
I encourage my daughter, because I was 16 when I had her. I grew up with her. She grew up with me. I encourage her to get therapy. Yeah. Because I was not mature enough to be a mom. I was just going with the flow, figuring it out as I went. And she's seen a lot. She went through a lot with me. And I encourage her to do that so that she can heal some things that I can't continuously just say sorry for. Yeah. Well, that's good. And I wish my mom, I wish other mothers have that consideration.
Well, I think now it's more commonplace, and I think we talked about this before. Back then, it was, like I said, you were not allowed to have feelings. Feelings, you're
seen and not heard.
Clean your fucking room.
Yeah, is that a thing? Be seen and not heard?
seen and not heard. What happens in our house stays in our house. You want something to cry about, you know?
Don't you know my family was called the Brady Bunch family? Because
you never got beaten?
On the outside, we were the Brady Bunch. I had a dad. I had my own, well, not my own room, but we had the house. We had the fence and the dog and the working mom. And, you know, I had things that my friends didn't have.
Yeah.
My friends all had single moms. So there wasn't really a dad around. And they would call us the Brady Bunch. And even my older sister's friends, I think they had a name for us too, because we had that whole dynamic. But it was literally, if y'all really knew what the fuck happened in this house, I would get offended. Like, you really think that's for real? I have to act like that so I don't get in trouble. I have to look like everything is good.
That's traumatizing for a young child. It's like everything is good, but it's really not. But I think that a lot of us, especially our generation, and I'll say our because we're at the higher part of the fucking Wheel of Fortune. Not Wheel of Fortune. What was that one? Price is Right. The Price is Right wheel. But I'll say that us, because then it was not common. It wasn't commonplace to talk about shit, especially with white folks. You know what I mean? Like, you go to school, even to this day, it's still in me that when I take my kids to the doctor, and I know that, like, the shit that my mom and, you know, that I grew up in, my kids are not. But I still, when I go to the doctors, we got to put on our best clothes, make sure everything is, the ears are clean, everything is blah, 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 you know, because I don't want these white folks asking me, is there something that we should know about? Is there something going on at home? No, Rebecca, it's not. It's not. Even if it was, it's not. Yeah. And that's how we grew up. You sat, even if you knew underneath your clothes you had bruises on your ass because you got fucked up the night before.
I would get threatened.
How's everything?
Go to school and say something. Say something.
Girl. Or you get one of them pinches on the side, or they're squeezing your fucking hand. Yeah. No. Thank God our kids don't have to go through that shit. Anyway, that got heavy real quick.
So yeah, that was stairs. Who fell?
Mitch McConnell. It got heavy like Mitch McConnell's fall down the stairs. Anyway, do we have a confession session this week?
We don't have a confession. And here's the thing. We had a number that you guys can text in. That number is no longer available for us.
Bitches wasn't using it. Stop fucking
utilizing the number.
Using the goddamn DM. No, don't stop.
We have a different number, and it's gonna be at the bottom of the screen.
It's gonna be somewhere.
Same rules apply. You can text the number, your secrets, and we will share them. No names. It's very anonymous.
Oh, we have a new number?
We have a new number.
Sorry, I blacked out. I was here pointing that shit. I'm high. So for you people who are at YouTube land, it'll be here. For you people who are, I don't know, on your phone, listening to your pods, it'll be here. Because she's going to tell you what it is.
Our number, I texted to you.
You texted it to me.
Yes.
Me. You ever see those memes when they like put like an Egyptian, but it would be like Michael Jackson's face, and it'll say something like, I don't even know, but it'll end up with he. I got some news on it. Text. She texted me, and the number is. Doesn't it feel like the old Powerball commercial? And the first number is 8.
Why don't they do that no more? That was like entertainment for me.
Even though I didn't have no money to buy, but it was. You know what my thing was? I always wanted to see if my birthday came up.
Yeah.
I think they do still do it. Because I seen something the other day, and I was looking, I was like, I swear, all the numbers were the number before the dates of my kid's birth. I'm like, either y'all fucked up, or I had these motherfuckers on the wrong day. Anyway. The first number is 8. The next, no, okay, 857-290-1613. That number for a confession session is 857-290-1613. So you guys can call that number, text that number, and send her, she, us, because she's going to tell me, your confessions.
Yep.
So with that being said, there's a lot of shit to edit. So that's why we're going to go. Because, we can talk for hours and hours. How the fuck does that song go? Hours. Man, they was fucking killing that song 2 years ago. I'm all sick of it. I don't even want to fucking hear that shit no more. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up?
Yes.
Like we always do, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wasn't that a song or from a movie or something? No.
Oh, that's what I was playing in my head.
There's a song like from back in Richie Valens days or something like 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck, that's gonna be on my mind for the rest of the night. That's so gonna be on my mind for the rest of the night. Anyway, sorry. Y'all know I'm silly as fuck. I was about to say 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I really was like Hispanic for like 5 minutes because I could not speak English for like a minute.
Bye, y'all.
Yes, bye.